Cox, Mr. Harmon, and to Mr. Smith for those really touching words. I really appreciate that. Parents, faculty members, staff, loved ones, pilot, wherever you are, and perhaps most importantly, my brothers and sisters in the class of 2015, good morning. First and foremost, on behalf of my classmates, I'd like to extend a huge thank you to our parents, relatives, friends, teachers, faculty members, mentors, coaches, directors, and all others who have consistently supported us in all of our endeavors. I think that it's safe to say that had it not been for your devotion to us and your commitment to us securing our own success, we would not be here today. I'd like to now take a moment to ask all of my classmates to turn to their family members, their loved ones, their friends, give a little wave, a smile, thumbs up. Very nice. To my classmates who deem me worthy of being the student speaker on this morning, I extend to you my most sincere appreciation. It is a true honor to speak on behalf of the class of 2015. To my beloved classmates who did not, however, tough luck. I've been blessed enough to attend Poly for 8 years. 8 long years, and I've seen it all. From the name Jeff becoming synonymous to idiot or fool, to the almost frightening rise of boat shoes and backwards caps worn indoors. It's almost surreal looking back and realizing just how far we all have come. I, like many of my classmates, I'm sure, can truly attest to the value of personal growth and maturation. As a young 5th grader, when I first arrived at Poly, I had quite a few mischievous tendencies. And my teachers at the time, including the former head of middle school, Mr. Patton, who has joined us this morning, were some of the most patient individuals I have ever known. Some of my antics as an 11-year-old consisted of flatulating loudly in class, and then laughing and high-fiving my friends upon successfully disgusting the girls. Dancing provocatively in the locker room to High School musicals. What time is it? Summertime. And my personal favorite, prank calling my classmate Emma Rodney's father. Mr. Rodney, wherever you are, I am sorry. But, in all seriousness, my senior classmates, we made it together. From half-finished homework assignments that we hoped would go unnoticed, to half-hearted Rienzi recitations. From 8-push to physics, enough said. From chicken and rice at lunch to more chicken and rice at lunch. From awkward grinding during middle school dances to awkward Mondays. Or in the case of prom, awkward Thursdays. Together we braved them all. And despite what our actions on weekends might suggest, we are a truly special and unique group. A group consisting of athletes and artists, debaters and performers, intellectual juggernauts and social activists, just to name a few. And I'm sure that had it not been for our variety in backgrounds, experiences, ideas, and interests, we would not be the individuals that we are today. During my junior year, I encountered a quotation from T.S. Eliot's poem, Little Gidding, that resonated with me immensely, and still does to this day. It reads, "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started, and know the place for the first time." There's a special place in both my heart and mind for this quotation, partly because whipping it out in commencement speeches makes me sound really sophisticated, but also because of its message and its optimism. It suggests that the experiences that we undergo throughout our lives are sort of like road trips. We plan out our destinations, and then we embark on our journeys expecting nothing more than to laugh, to enjoy one another's company, and to bump loud, rambunctious trap music advising us to look at flicks of wrists. Putting this analogy on a high school scale, freshman year, calling to memory our rewarding stay at Indian Head, was new and intriguing, like a trip to the Grand Canyon. Sophomore year, from Kids Walk to West Side Story, as well as Hurricane Sandy. had its ups and downs. It was sort of like a drive through San Francisco. Junior year was daunting and awful, like taking a drive to a far-off land that not many people go to, Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? Yet, what's best about Eliot's words is that he reminds us that our lives are journeys comprised of smaller individual road trips, and that in spite of the traffic and road bumps that may at times encumber our progress, each individual trip is filled with a valuable opportunity to learn, develop, and evolve. During the road bumps, however, it can become very, very easy to view Eliot's words as merely naive idealism. At times, that drive can get quite difficult. When we realize that the friendships that we forged in middle school have, over time, given way to racial and socioeconomic barriers, we may want to slow down. When we recognize with each passing day that in areas like Sanford, Florida, Ferguson, Missouri, and our own backyard, New York City, our black brothers and sisters are being murdered with impunity, we may want to stop driving. And when we experience the staggering pain of losing a classmate, friend, son, and brother, we may want to just turn around, go home, and give up entirely. Yet, during the difficult times that we endured, we found ourselves growing more appreciative for the lead meetings, for the community forums, and most of all, for the closeness within our community. Not only did leaning on one another help us to get our driving back on track, but it also taught us valuable ways in which we can cope with the future road bumps and traffic that we are all assured to encounter at some point or another during our journeys. 2 weeks ago, Vice President Joe Biden advised the Yale graduating class of 2015 to continue to search for the sweet spot between success and happiness. This fall, we will be embarking on yet another proverbial road trip, departing away from these far heights of Diker for California, New Haven, New Orleans, Scotland, in which case my road trip analogy doesn't quite work, and many more, for some of the best colleges and universities in the world. During which time, we will make significant steps towards deciding how we will define our success and what it is that truly makes us happy. And I, for one, am very optimistic. And so, to our loved ones, who've invested so much into us and our futures, we will continue to honor your sacrifices by always searching for that sweet spot. To Polly Prep, we will continue to represent you loudly and proudly as we prepare to enter this new chapter of our lives. And lastly, to my classmates, regardless of whether or not you loved your time at Poly, or if you've been looking forward to this day since you arrived, regardless of if you didn't get into your first choice college, or if you didn't get as much playing time as you would have liked on your respective sports teams, or if you never heard your name called to receive an award in chapel, despite all of your hard work. The fact that we have made it to this point together is something amazing and special in itself. And what's more, in times of doubt, simply looking back to the relationships that we forged along the way will help to show us that all of our experiences, all of our individual road trips throughout our times here at Poly have been more than worthwhile. Thank you so much for your time. And congratulations.